the woman just lightly touched her husband's oil painting. Who would have thought she accidentally discovered that the ring on the painting was actually a hidden switch? Driven by a moment of curiosity, she reached up and pressed it down. But as a secret door slowly began to open, the horrific sight before her instantly made her hair stand on end. She saw, inside the cold storage ahead, the bodies of her husband's 6 former wives were clearly visible. Realizing that her husband was a murderer, Anna was so terrified on the spot that she almost lost her soul. Panicking, she wanted nothing more than to escape this dreadful place. But in the next second, who would have guessed? No sooner had she pulled open the door than she ran right into her wealthy husband, who had just arrived home from work. To keep him from noticing anything was wrong, she suppressed her fear and threw herself into his arms, claiming she had just seen a mouse in the kitchen, one that had nearly scared her half to death. Anna thought this explanation was flawless, but who could have imagined the wealthy man had already had 6 wives? He could immediately tell that something was off with Anna. As soon as he finished speaking, he called her into a small room. Little did Anna dream that the naturally suspicious billionaire had already installed a surveillance camera at the cold storage door, and the scene of him opening the door had been long since clearly recorded by the camera. To stop Anna from spilling the secret, the rich man reached out and viciously grabbed her neck, intending to send this knowing woman straight to meet her maker. But at that very moment, Anna spoke up. "Kill him if you must, but at least make sure he's really dead." She truly couldn't figure it out. Her husband was an obvious tycoon, lacking neither food nor clothes. Why would he lay such heavy hands on his first 6 wives? Hearing this, the rich man was immediately piqued with interest, for none of those previous wives had ever asked him that question. He slowly began to unravel his little-known marriage history. It turned out his first wife had been a singer. The two met at an equestrian competition. With just a single glance from afar, each was absolutely drawn in by the other's magnetism. Before long, the couple had become lovers. Soon they got married and walked down the aisle together. But as time went by, the wealthy man began to find something off about his wife. She was especially fond of singing aloud, so much so that she would sing anytime, anywhere. She sang when going out for fun. She sang when she started dancing. She even couldn't stop singing during a meal. All these quirks the wealthy man could tolerate. But what he never ever dreamed of was that his wife had another fatal flaw. She absolutely loved scaring people. She would startle him at the drop of a hat, sending his fragile little heart into the shadows of no small trauma. He realized that if this kept up, he'd sooner or later be scared to death by his own wife. Having reached his limit, he finally made his move. So while his wife wasn't paying attention, he secretly, without a trace, carried her onto the guillotine.